Good morning, folks. This is Kristi Park from the Texas Digital Library. I'm the director of the Texas Digital Library, and I want to welcome everyone to the July 2020 TDL Member Forum. We're glad you've joined us today. I'm joined today by Courtney Mumma, our Deputy Director, and Leah DeForest, our Communications Manager, as well as Alex Suarez, our Administrative Associate, who will all be providing updates today. And we have quite a few of our members, other members, who will share announcements throughout today's forum, which I love. I'm so glad everybody's here. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping items. As I said at the start, we are recording this meeting, so we'll have it on our YouTube channel later on if you want to download it or listen to it. If you have questions, please feel free to use the chat window to ask those. And you also have the ability to download the slides from the Files pod in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. We'll follow our usual agenda today. I'll provide some updates and give some announcements. We'll have some updates on our services and ongoing projects, and we'll wrap things up with updates about the community, both within TDL and outside of it. And then we'll finish with an open floor for Q&A. So starting with our director updates. It's hard to believe, but it's been 4 months, at least, since we at TDL started working from home, and that's kind of the way we count time during this pandemic. I hope all of you are keeping healthy and safe and sane during this time. It's really hard to believe that it's been 4 months since this all started. So much has changed. Many of our TDL members have already returned to working in the library at this point. Many others are preparing to return with the start of the new semester. We just want to remind you about a few resources we have available as libraries reopen in various stages. You can look at the presentations and meeting notes from our Reopening the Library webinar from earlier this summer. And for those of you who are working with faculty on instruction, you might find those slides and meeting notes from our tips for supporting online teaching and learning meeting helpful. Additionally, I want to remind you that TDL is continuing to move forward with our projects and to maintain the pieces of the crucial digital infrastructure that we're responsible for that have become even more crucial to the current moment, to researchers and teachers. And so we hope you'll be in contact with us if you have questions or need support with any of our services. You can always contact us through our help desk at info@tdl.org. Another quick reminder that we are really excited about our TDL Awards Ceremony and State of TDL webinar that we'll be holding at the end of this month on Thursday, July 30th. We're going to use that webinar to announce and recognize the TDL award winners and celebrate the achievements of our members. We're working hard behind the scenes to create a very special online event for everybody who attends, so we invite you to register and let us know you'll be there. Registration is required but free. Seats are limited, so please make sure to register soon. And finally, before we dive into services, I want to let you know about an opportunity to support TLA's Black Caucus Roundtable if you aren't aware of this already. The Black Caucus Roundtable seeks to contribute to library service by promoting services to African Americans and open channels of communication among African American librarians in all TLA divisions, roundtables, and discussion groups. And they are marking 30 years of service in TLA. And to commemorate that, they're launching a Texas-wide donation drive called $30 for 30 years. So you can donate $30 to support BCRT. Your donation counts to help ensure future VCRT planning and programs and make sure they continue to thrive. So they have been open for a while, but they'll continue through the end of the year. So if you haven't already donated to VCRT, you still have time to do that, and we encourage you to. And with that, we'll move into some updates on our services and projects, starting with our journal hosting service using Open Journal Systems. Just a brief update. We're continuing migrations of our hosted OJS journals to the latest version, well, a much more recent version of OJS, version 3.1.2.4. There is a later point release that's come out since we started this project, so we'll be updating to that after we finish the migrations. But we are preparing to launch the staging journals for 3 remaining journal sites. Every other journal site has at least moved into the staging process or is slated to be sunsetted. So we've completely finished 40 journal site migrations, and we've got another nearly 30 sites in process in various stages, and we've got 3 more to kind of start the process with. So we're making progress there, and I also wanted to alert you to a new resource from the OJS user group, which has been meeting monthly. It is a set of slides produced by Justin White from UT Rio Grande Valley on indexing OJS journals in Google and Google Scholar. So if you are managing a journal hosting service at your institution and you weren't at the last OJS user group meeting, these would be great resources to take a look at to help your journal managers and journal teams make sure that their content is getting indexed in Google Scholar. I'm next going to pass it over to Courtney to give some updates on Vireo and some other projects.
Hi, everybody. So I'll start with the Vireo update. We are in the process of moving our TDL-hosted Vireo instances to the latest major release, Vireo 4. I've been in contact with all of the relevant parties at your institution to help facilitate this work throughout the summer and then early fall. And Frank Smutniak, our lead Vireo developer, is working through the final details and fixes to get you all up and running in that new version. We've been active with several of you already. A quick reminder that this Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. I am hosting a 2-hour training and preparation session for Vireo 4 upgrades and migrations in your institution. You can find registration information in the agenda. The link here in the slide goes to our Confluence wiki for Vireo. If you haven't already signed up, but I see a lot of you have already. Remember that you have to have a free or paid Zoom account in order to attend, but it is free. Also, about a month ago, the Vireo User Group Steering Committee hosted a Vireo annual meeting of the Vireo Users Group to discuss Vireo 4, along with other issues of concern to the open source community. Notes from that meeting and the recording, which is closed captioned, are linked from the TDL Confluence page for the meeting now. And then I also have 2 exciting developments in TDL member discounts for digital preservation systems. We have gathered enough interested TDL partners to achieve a 10% discount off of Archive-It from the Internet Archive. For those of you not familiar with Archive-It, Archive-It is a subscription service that allows institutions to build and preserve collections of born digital content. Through the user-friendly web application, Archive-It partners can harvest, catalog, manage, and browse their archived collections. We want to thank especially our web archiving interest group for helping us achieve this discount for our membership, and you'll be hearing more about this project as we get it rolling with our initial cohort. Another recent development is a partnership with Artifactual Systems to allow our TDL Digital Preservation Services members a significant discount on a hosted, supported Archivematica instance, along with training and other benefits that we're still working out. Archivematica, for those of you unfamiliar, is a digital preservation workflow management system that bundles dozens of activities required for good digital preservation practice into a single processing pathway. At the end of the Archivematica processing, TDL members will have created a sound digital preservation package known to archivists as an Archival Information Package, or AIP, to preserve their valuable and unique digital content using one or more of the TDL digital preservation storage options: Chronopolis, distributed digital preservation, Amazon S3 plus Glacier, or any combination of those options. Baylor University will be the first TDL member to pilot the service as we work out details and setup for the service, and TDL expects to have the service described and available more broadly, including details about pricing, by the winter or early spring. Next, I'm pleased to welcome Dianna Morganti from Texas State and John Watts from Texas A&M University to talk about data carpentries for the Texas Data Repository members.
Thank you, Courtney. The carpentries encompass 3 curricula: data carpentries, software carpentries, and library carpentries. Our focus is probably going to be data and software carpentries, depending on the expertise of the cohort of members who make up our group. I might add, as part of our membership with the carpentries, we will get 6 seats, and our group decided to leverage interest and expertise within the committee to fill these seats for our initial pilot. However, if anyone is interested in joining our cohort membership for the carpentries, additional seats are $1,000. So this membership is currently for the Texas Data Repository member institutions only, but interested parties can reach out to their TDR liaison or to John and I. So I'd like to hand it over now to Shelley Barba to kick off community update.
Hey everyone, this is Leah DeForest. I'm the Communications Manager with Texas Digital Library, and I'm going to be making an update on Shelley's behalf this morning. So thanks Dianna and John for telling us about the Data Carpentries membership. And now I want to tell you a little bit about a webinar CFP from the Texas ETDA Association. So for the past few years, TxETDA has facilitated webinars on ETD topics such as legacy, digitization, non-traditional formats, and copyright issues. The TxETDA group are calling for proposals for webinars relevant to the ETD field for spring semester 2021. Abstracts need to be no more than 300 words and also emailed to Shelley by August 1st, 2020. That's in a couple of weeks. The proposal abstract requirements and everything you need to know to get started are listed on that link above. So if you click on that Learn More on TDL.org link, you'll be able to find all the information that TxETDA needs. Those webinars are going to be recorded and posted on the TxETDA YouTube channel for later watching. And the webinars are also open to all ETD-related professionals, no matter their location, so Texas or no. I want to encourage everyone to submit your ideas for a webinar series if you work with ETDs or ETD adjacent, or if you have a cool idea for a webinar for this group. Click on the link to the slide and reach out to Shelley. So now I'm going to hand things over to Bethany Scott from the University of Houston.
All right, thank you, Leah. And hello, everyone. This is Bethany Scott. I'm the Digital Projects Coordinator at the University of Houston, and I'm the chair of ATEX, the Archivematica Texas Users Group. And just wanted to inform everybody about our webinar that we're holding. Next Thursday, I'll be moderating a web panel of presenters from TDL member institutions who will provide a look at the current state of digital preservation in Texas.
through case studies of their digital preservation efforts and activities that are currently underway. So our presenters include Shelley Barba, the Digital Scholarship Librarian at Texas Tech, Lauren Goodley, the Archivist for the Witless Collections at Texas State University, Caitlin Sisk, the Digital Archivist at UT Southwestern Medical Center, and also TDL Deputy Director Courtney Mumma will be giving us a more detailed update on digital preservation efforts at TDL and at the national level. So I hope you all will join us next week. You can click on the links in the slide to learn more and register, or check out the upcoming events page on tdl.org. And again, it is next Thursday at 10 a.m. So thank you all. Now I will hand things over to Adrian Shapiro.
Thank you. Hi everyone, this is Adrian Shapiro, and I'm a librarian at Texas Women's University and the chair of the 2020 ctlc conference, which we are holding virtually this year. The conference is coming up on August 7th, and we're happy to have Tracy Walker-Reed start the day off as our keynote speaker. She's a longtime Dallas ISD librarian, and she was the recipient of the 2019 I Love My Librarian Award. Registration for the conference is free, and you can click on the links in the slide to visit our website. I hope you can all join us next month. So that's all I've got. Thank you, and I'll pass it on to Alex.
Thanks. I'm going to touch on the Linked Data Conference. The LD4 conference is online through July. Join in to learn concrete ways that linked data benefits GLAM institutions and discover. Attendees will leave with a better understanding of what linked data is, how it can be used, and what you can do to get started or continue to incorporate linked data in your institutions or projects. By bringing together a broad range of perspectives and centering diversity, equity, inclusion, and ethics in our discussions, LD4 strives to bring together, create a community of practice for linked data and libraries. And I'm also going to touch on the Fedora Users Group. The first online Fedora Users Group meeting will take place the week of August 10th over several days. The meeting is free and open to anyone who would like to attend. It will provide an opportunity for members of the Fedora community to connect, share information, and provide updates on local projects and initiatives. If you would like to present at the online Fedora Users Group, please click on the link in the slide above to submit your abstract. The Texas Historical Records Advisory Board is pleased to announce an expanded awards program for 2020. In addition to the Archival Award of Excellence for an individual and institution, THRAB seeks nominations for the Advocacy for Archives Award and a Distinguished Service Award. Organizations, individuals, programs, and institutions are all eligible for the new honors. THRAB announces award recipients as part of Texas Archives Month celebrations, which are in October. The deadline to nominate yourself or a colleague for an award is August 10th. Let us know if you nominate someone. And now I'll hand things back over to Leah.
Thanks, Alex. Just wanted to say that it's been really fun getting to know our TDL members, like a lot of you on the call today at our weekly Hangouts. And we've also decided that these fruitful and sometimes hilarious conversations need to move into Slack so we can continue them throughout the week. So we launched the TDL Community Slack a month or two ago, and it's been really fun seeing, just learning more about our members and seeing the personalities, behind the music, if you will. I really want to invite everyone on this call to join our Slack community. We have places for you to share your recipes, your pet photos. There's a whole channel devoted to Animal Crossing. Whatever conversations we think up next, and sometimes we even talk about work-related topics, and more to come on that. But if you're interested, go ahead and email us at our info@tdl.org, and I'll make sure to send you an invite to get you started. I hope I can see everyone there soon. It's really fun to see everybody there. And today, we would normally have a Hangout, but we've decided to cancel Hangouts when they fall on the same day as our member forum. The it's been so fun getting to hang out with you on a weekly basis, and I definitely kind of want to echo what Kristi said earlier, that it's just really hard to believe that we started hosting those Hangouts back in March, because they quickly became the highlight of our week, you know, among TDL staff, and I feel like they've been a part of our routine forever now. We've had a discussion at recent Hangouts that we're going to dial back the frequency from weekly to roughly every other week. So starting this month, we're switching to that schedule. So we are skipping today, as I mentioned. So next week, we will skip the 29th of July, then August 5th, August 12th. We'll skip the 19th of August because that's a forum date. And we're going to decide at that August 12th, meeting whether or not we want to meet on the 26th. Many institutions are starting classes, and it just might need to take a break at that point. Another thing to remember is that there's no agenda. You can come and go as you please in that time frame, 1 to 1:45 p.m. And we love seeing your kids, and your pets are always welcome. There's a link to the Hangout notes. These are incredibly informal. We just kind of throw in ideas or opportunities or cool reads if you're interested. So if you want to see what we've been up to, go ahead and click on those notes, and I do hope we'll see you at the next Hangout on July 22nd. I think that's it for me, so I'll hand things back to Kristi now.
Thanks, Leah. If you have any questions for us at TDL or any of our presenters, you can enter those questions in the chat window now. And I just want to say big thank you to Shelley and John and Dianna and Bethany and Adrian for joining us today to share more about the things that they're leading, both inside and under the umbrella of the TDL and outside of it as well, that are going on in the community. It's really great to hear about all the wonderful things going on. I see some folks typing in chat, so I'll just hang on for just another minute. Okay. Well, if there are no questions, I think we will wrap things up for today. This slide has the list of links that we've referred to throughout the presentation today, so you have a handy place to go to find what you need. We will be posting the presentation in the TDL repository, and we'll have the recorded video up on the YouTube channel as soon as we can get it captioned. If you have any questions for us in the meantime, you know where to find us, info@tdl.org, or if you have a technical question, support@tdl.org. And we hope to see you very soon. If not, we'll see you same time next month here at the TDL Forum. Bye, everybody.